people are still talking about the woman at the well almost. That's what some people probably called it. But you remember we spoke about last week out there, this wonderful woman, honey. She was at Bishop Pastor Marvin Winans church, y'all, and she was giving her last, honey. She was giving her last $1,235, but they said this girl was in the wrong line, honey. Well, now it's been reported, y'all, that Tyler Perry is to the rescue again. They're saying Tyler Perry donated y'all $100,000 to Pastor Marvin Winans Church after the backlash that the pastor received for publicly, y'all, criticizing poor Miss Roberta McCoy for only giving her $1,235 donation. Now, they're saying that the video, honey, from Detroit's Perfecting Church showed Pastor Winans stopped Ms. McCoy and rebuked her, honey, for not following his instruction to come up and donate $2,000 when she called, honey. And here's how that went down.
That since it broke out Monday, we have received one person called and he said, tell my name. He said, because I know God is in this. Tyler Perry said $100,000.
He said, tell his name. Yes, they say, yeah. But a lot of people saying, no, Ricky, come on now. They said the woman was criticizing all this stuff, but she said the pastor didn't do it. So he was just telling her that she was in the wrong line at the time when she's supposed to get that money. So, but some people are saying, why did Tyler Perry just get a woman the money? He's going to since he gave $100,000, nobody else should have to give because he gave $100,000. And, that should take the place of all what it needed and what happened.
Yeah, and I think when they pulled that clip, when the man and the lady gave $1.50 and $1.25, that was all they had. He didn't acknowledge them. That's probably where me personally, I would have been celebrating for them. As the God got big things coming for you, you don't have nothing, but you scrape that up to give that to us, and it would have just been more meaningful. But when I was with him until I saw that particular clip. And I don't know, that one, when that man gave that $1.50 and the woman gave, I think, $1.25, they had their two babies, I think, and that was all they had. I really felt bad for him because I think me, if I was the pastor, I would have wrapped my arms around them and hugged them and probably prayed for them to even bring that or whatever. But to celebrate the 100,000 and the thousands of dollars, and not have the same energy for the people that had nothing and just gave what they had. It just kind of, I don't know. I'm just real conscious of stuff like that, and I don't know what was going through Pastor Winans' mind at the time or whatever. But that's just me. That's just me.
Isn't there a Bible story like that, like the one who had so much and God? I don't know.
It's a few of them. It's a few of them.
I do think you get more credit for giving your all.
Yeah,
that $1.50 Special K was probably more than what Tyler Perry gave compared to what they have.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
So to God be the glory. I just hope that whatever they raising money for, that is done, and that they get the money that they need so they can continue to do ministry, because he's done a lot of great things in the community in Detroit and building up the ministry so you can continue to bless and help people, because Pastor Winans is a good dude, and they do a lot of stuff, the whole Winans family. So I just hope that all of this go away and they just do stuff to try to focus on helping people and feeding people and clothing people and doing God's work. That's my hope.
Amen. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Kim Kardashian, they're saying, baby, this girl will be a qualified attorney, honey, in just weeks. Now, they're saying Kim Kardashian's hard work will soon, honey, be paying off after the reality star announced, y'all, during a recent interview that she will be a qualified attorney before the end of the year. She said, quote, I have a few projects coming up. I filmed my first movie in January, and we are hoping, honey, for a season 2 of All's Fair. She said, I always, honey, wanted to be a growing, curious, and evolving, and I want to see, honey, wherever that takes me, she said, honey, recently on the Graham Norton show. She said, quote, I will be qualified in 2 weeks. I hope to practice law. Maybe in 10 years, I think I'll give up being Kim K and be a trial lawyer. That's what I really want. And she said that nothing, that her bar exam results would soon be available, y'all. Isn't that amazing, y'all? She just woke up one morning and she was a lawyer.
Well, she went to school.
She worked
She
for
had to
it. She worked
study.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She ain't worked that long. She passed the bar.
Nah, she ain't passed yet, but she ain't worked that dog. I think they say in California it's a different thing that you could go through to become a lawyer. But that girl went to no law school and went to school and sat down in class like everybody else did to become a lawyer.
She couldn't do it online, right?
Yeah.
But she didn't do it online. She didn't do none of it. She just, her daddy was a lawyer, and they said ever since she used to go to the office with him and see things and what have you. And now, all of a sudden, she's qualified to be a lawyer. She couldn't represent me, honey. I tell you
but
that.
has she passed the bar?
She ain't passed it yet. If she would pass the bar, and I think they say in California you don't have to go through the bar.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you
in
do.
every state, you got to pass the bar exam.
Yeah, but it was just something.
You can't just be a lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just don't. I'm sorry, honey. They giving Kim Kardashian that because she's Kim Kardashian.
Listen, if she represents you, she might get you off.
No, honey,
But she can't represent nobody if she don't pass the bar.
Yeah, that's
From what
she
I
can't.
understand.
Yeah, well,
She might can work as a clerk or something.
Clerk, huh?
Yeah, but I don't think you can represent anybody if you don't pass the state bar.
Yeah, but Kim Kardashian, no ma'am, honey. But anyway, congratulations, Kim. All right.
What?
Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahluas. My Kahlua today is Royale. On the high end, you say Royale, and on the low end, you say beautiful purple. That's your Kahlua for today. Yes, it is.
That's a beautiful Kahlua. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.